Tonight, new details in the death investigation of Indiana teenager Hailey Buzbee, whose remains were found in Ohio. Tyler Thomas has now been federally charged with sexual exploitation of a minor and travel in interstate commerce with intent to engage in illicit sexual conduct. The state charges in Franklin County will be dropped. Well, thank you for joining us tonight for your news at 6 and streaming on 10 TV Plus. I'm Jeff Hogan.
And I'm Yolanda Harris. Well, today a new criminal complaint was unsealed at 1:30 this afternoon, the same time Thomas made his first appearance in federal court. We have team coverage tonight. 10 TV's Carla Rogner with online safety every parent needs to know.
We're going to start with 10 TV's Lacey Crispo. She was the first to break this story and joins us live inside the federal courthouse.
Well, the new complaint details how Thomas and Buzbee met online, how investigators tracked Thomas's movements through the use of his cell phone, and how Buzbee wasn't the only girl Thomas was talking to online. Cameras are not allowed in federal court, but this is a sketch of Thomas during his appearance. His hair was disheveled, and he only spoke a few times when was asked direct questions. He sat back in his chair and showed no emotion during the 5-minute-long hearing. Defense attorney Sam Szymanski waived the preliminary and detention hearing.
I don't believe, given the information set forth in the affidavit and the fact that we have this tragic loss of life, that there are going to be any set of circumstances in the magistrate's mind that would result in release. And moreover, if that were to occur, that would accelerate state. It's just an exercise in futility. So given the nature of this case, that's the most prudent path from our perspective.
The federal criminal complaint outlines the timeline about when Thomas went to Indiana to pick up Buzbee, bring her back to Columbus, and to Logan. The complaint also states that Thomas had been to Buzbee's hometown before. The complaint details pictures Thomas took of Buzbee in the house in Victorian Village and at the Airbnb in Logan. The complaint explains Thomas had been talking online with other underage girls. Most of the interaction is too graphic to report. For one instance, the document showed Thomas asked a girl who claimed to be in the 10th grade if she would like to hurt herself during a sexual encounter and that she looked so good covered in red. Thomas has not been charged with Buzbee's death. So now, do you anticipate any murder charges that may be federal or still come from Hocking County?
I cannot make that call. That's now, I believe it's fair to say, it's always been within the purview of the federal government to charge as they see fit. And now that they've taken this first very substantial step and laid out the information that they've set forth in this affidavit, I don't think it's much of a leap to suggest that they're considering jurisdiction over that aspect of the case, but that's going to be up to these very capable U.S. attorneys to decide.
And Thomas is no longer being held here in Franklin County. He is in federal custody. His next court hearing has not been scheduled yet. Reporting live, Lacey Crisp, 10 TV News.
All right, thank you, Lacey. The criminal complaint says Thomas's bank records reveal charges at a gas station between Columbus and Indiana, as well as at a restaurant where Hailey worked. Those charges happened in June, 7 months before the teen went missing.
Also, as Lacey said, the DOJ says Thomas's cell phone allegedly contained child sexual abuse material of a girl between 7 and 10 years of age, as well as a sexual conversation on the app Discord with another teenager. If you have any information about these allegations, authorities are asking you to call the FBI at the number on the bottom of your screen right there, 800-CALL-FBI, if you have any information about Tyler Thomas. And if you know someone or know someone you know are struggling with suicidal thoughts in any way, help is available 24/7. You can call or text 988 to speak to someone right away and get help.